Hey there, want to take a few minutes today to update you guys about what I'm up to, what's going on at Raleigh City Farm. I also have a bunch of questions you guys have been asking me about how the nonprofit farm works. I'm going to get to all those sorts of things. So you guys know that this spring's been crazy busy. Obviously building a farm in a few months has been an undertaking, and I feel like right now we're kind of in that summer lull, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, especially with building a farm, we've got it built out. We're kind of just planting and harvesting and just farming at this point. We have some projects we're still working on, but the major projects are taken care of at this point, and so we're just farming. And the interns and the volunteers here have been unbelievable and doing a great job, and I take very little supervision from me, and we're still learning a lot. It's been a great experience for me as someone who's been helping people learn how to farm here, so that's been awesome. So yeah, getting things rolling here. We have our share of issues, of course. The speed at which we built the farm was crazy fast, and so we're having some issues with some of our soil and sun. We have full sun here all day long, and it's turning out to be a challenge to grow a lot of crops in the heat, which is always the case in North Carolina, especially with or in the South. The amount of heat and sunshine and humidity, it gets tough, but we're still putting out food every week for our farm stand, and so you guys know we sell our food here at our farm stand Wednesday nights, and whatever we do not sell, we donate to some local places that give it to people of need. So, you know, all the extra food gets donated, which is unbelievable. So let's, before we walk around and show you a couple things and give you an update, I just want to let you know that you probably have seen I've started to visit other farms again, and I know that was a big part of my channel in the past, and I hope it will be in the future as well. I just put a pause on it for a while. I think the last farm tours and interviews I'd done were in February when I was out in California. So it's been tough to put that on pause. I know you guys enjoy that content. I enjoy making that content and helping promote what other people are doing and all the cool stuff they have going on. But I just felt like with the current climate and stuff going on, I didn't think it was the right thing to do. And now I think we're going to be dealing with this pandemic for a long time. I have to figure out how to work around that, and so I've taken a lot of precautions, and when I go places, and I'm trying to be as safe as possible and respect everyone's safety and everything, and so far it's been cool. And so I'm going to start visiting more farms and sharing that stuff with you guys, and it's just, there's so many cool people doing cool stuff. So if you guys are local to me or have ideas of places you want me to visit, I'm not traveling very far, so just shoot me a DM on Instagram and let me know if it's a place I should check out, you know, farms and stuff like that. So that would be cool. So I'll continue with content here on the farm, instructional stuff, vlogs, and farm tours and stuff. So if there's any topics also that you'd like to see me covered in the near future, leave them down below and I'll try to do that. Also, if there's topics that you think I should cover, check out, like, just search on my page. I've made so many videos on specific topics, and I've probably done most of the videos you're looking for. But if something needs a refresh or there's something I have missed, just let me know. I'm always looking for ideas. So that's what's coming up on the channel. I'm super excited. I got some filming already done. I'm gonna keep doing some more filming and lots of different kinds of things, which will be cool. So let me show you around a little bit and update you guys a little bit about what's going on at the farm here. All right, so this is one of our blocks that's on drip irrigation. This is like the tomato block, sort of. We had some failed crops in here. Our cucumbers and eggplants did not make it. There was a few reasons for that. One is this block, the drainage in here is just absolutely terrible. The soil is completely compacted underneath, and anyways, we knew this was gonna kind of be a tough block, and we're just trying to push through, but we've replanted some stuff. We got some okra here, and the issue with that is the rabbits here. That's been our biggest pest, really, is the bunny rabbits that live around here. Bunny pressure here. They've been eating the okra, so we've been having to cover it until they got big enough. I think we're gonna let them go now. I think they'll be okay. But when they were little, we'd come and they'd just be cleaned off, and they've rebounded. So hopefully those guys will give us some production now. We got a couple of beds of tomatoes here, and these guys are doing great. It's field tomatoes here. We're getting some good production. Getting some production out of here, and this is another succession of a different variety. So yeah, this block's doing all right now. Just want to give you guys an update about this. Some people were asking. So our field stuff's been doing okay. We've been suffering with a few reasons, one of which is we had compacted ground here that we have been broad forking, which has been helping for sure. Some of the compost we got wasn't quite finished, and so I've been talking with the company and the people over there, and we're hopefully that will get better in the future, and maybe do some blends of stuff next year, sort of in process, and chatting with them about that, maybe working at some leaf mold and some other stuff. So that should be really cool. I'll keep you guys updated about that, and hope to visit them and shoot a video with them too, which would be really cool. Like our green onions have just gotten super pale and I think it's just a matter of sunlight, really. I'm used to, at my farm, we had a lot more shade. It wasn't full sun. Here, it's just all day long full sun, so it's tough. The hedgerows have been great. They've been filling in and attracting a lot of insects and stuff, and I think this has been a great strategy, and I hope more and more people are doing this and experimenting with different kinds of plants in different areas and climates and stuff. And people ask me what I put in here, and it was just stuff that was donated. It was just flowers and herbs. There's nothing like specific that I put in here for any specific reason. Just fill it up and get some production. We've got some herb production out here, which has been cool too, and we also sell some bouquets at our farm stand, so you know, some of the flowers get pulled out of here too for that. So super cool, but I've been loving this. I think more and more people should consider putting these in wherever possible and do more experimenting and share with each other what works and what doesn't work. I think a mixture of perennials and annuals would probably be the best, and if you have room, put in bigger rows and maybe put some fruit trees or some more perennial food in there would be great. It's just not an option for us here with, you know, this is on leased land, and so, you know, it's just, and fruit trees they would take up a lot of space in an urban plot like this, but I think it's totally beneficial to do this. I've been really happy with it. So this is that block of sweet corn out here, and mixed results, and you guys know I always show you the things that are working and not working. It's not like I'm gonna hide these things from you guys. Definitely mixed results out here, and I think part of the issue was I had the corn transplanted out when it was a little bit too big. The timing, I messed up the timing with when the beds are ready, when the transplants are ready, and all that stuff. So mixed results here. What I've noticed is, you know, we came back in and filled in some of the spots where the transplants didn't make it, or we didn't have enough transplants with direct seeding, and those plants look so much stronger. So I'd probably really consider either next season direct seeding or putting the transplants in when they're much smaller, and that's the case. We're definitely getting some ears sizing up here. There's some bug pressure on some of them, but we pulled out, you know, an ear that was totally clean today too. So we're gonna keep an eye on it. Very exciting. I think next year we'll be doing a lot of sweet corn here. It's just a sort of low maintenance crop, and it does fine in the heat. So far so good. We'll see what the results are, but right now I'm thinking it's kind of mixed. So these are our sweet potatoes out here. You guys probably remember us planting them, and these are doing unbelievably well. They have just completely exploded. I'm super pumped about this. I will definitely be growing sweet potatoes in the future. They're just a crop that grows really well in North Carolina traditionally, so it makes sense that they're doing well here in the heat, and they've really taken over. There's a couple spots out here where you know, the plants didn't make it or whatever, but they'll fill in. There's some that are actually rebounding now, so things are looking great out here with that. Not much to report here. I'm just excited. Back here behind them, if you guys remember, there's like that cover crop, sort of pasture kind of area over there, and we are definitely going to be putting blueberries out there in the fall, and there's a local farm that's going to let us take some cuttings, and we'll fill up that, and then around over here behind the corn too. So we're going to do sort of an L shape and just try to load that up as many blueberries as possible so that we'll have a nice crop for next year. And we'll just put a lot of wood chips down and try to make it as low maintenance as possible. We can run drip out there for them and everything, so you know, they'll be irrigated and sort of, you know, not as much work. The work will be in bursts, but I just want to try to mix in some more diversity, have some different crops for next year. And having fruit sells so well, especially at a farm stand where you're doing all veg and you put out a little bit of fruit. Like some of our blackberries, we don't have a lot of blackberries planted right now, but we're starting to get a couple pints a week and be able to sell those too. So all that kind of stuff is great for the farm stand. All right, so the tunnel right now is kind of in transition. We got some peppers in here and some beds that are gonna be coming out soon. This is that bed of kale that cranked all spring. It blew my mind how much production we got out of it. It was awesome. So we got some Italian sweet peppers here. We got a mixture of hot peppers and sweet peppers in the middle, and then another bed of sweet peppers on the outside. So really excited about that. Peppers are starting to develop, and that's awesome. So we're gonna plant some stuff in here soon. This bed of lettuce is starting to bolt, so we'll get that out of here. We've already gotten like 1.5, 2 cuts out of that. And then there's some carrots that have been hanging on forever, so we'll get those out too. We're gonna plant some cucumbers in here, and maybe some tomatoes or lettuce. I'm not sure yet. We still have to get that figured out, but yeah, peppers have been doing great, and I'm really excited to mix that up. They're great crops in the summer just because they do so well with the heat. The only problem is they just take forever, so you gotta plan ahead. We're doing a simple floor to weave in here, mixture of just random T-posts and wooden stakes and stuff we had just around the farm. And if you guys saw that weeds and pests video, you guys probably saw the strategy here we're doing with the landscape fabric with the holes, which you probably see on a lot of farms. And yeah, so far it's been working out well. We're just trying to get the weed pressure under control here. Bees are doing great. We got 2 strong hives here. One of our volunteers is a beekeeper, takes care of this for us, so it's awesome. So we're over back behind the greenhouse, and this is our sort of compost area and sort of back area here, and Gene has been doing an incredible job here, getting this under control, really taking care of the compost situation. We'll do more about composting soon. Gene knows way more about composting than I do, and he's also killing it over here. So we'll share all this stuff with you guys soon once we sort of get everything really dialed in. But you can see, like, this has just been all cleared out, and we got rid of most of the trash back here, and you know, things are just looking like way tidy around here, and just, it feels good. We just got 2 huge deliveries of wood chips, which we're super excited about. For a while we were out of wood chips, and you guys know we use a lot of wood chips on the farm for mulching walkways and paths and all sorts of other stuff around. So for a while we were just calling a lot of tree companies and having trouble getting them, and then all of a sudden, like, everyone came by, and so we got 2 huge piles of them. But we're excited. We have a lot of mulching to do and some catch up with that. A lot of you guys were asking about this other greenhouse over here, and we're working on it right now. It's, as mentioned before, it's a little complicated because someone else owns it, and we're working on that, and I will update you guys as soon as I can. But hopefully we will be getting there at some point and doing some really cool stuff in there, so I can't wait to share that with you. Well, that's a quick look around and update on the farm. I'm sure some of you guys are curious about some of the stuff we had going on, and just want to share that with you. Summer's definitely set in here. The heat, it's over 90 degrees every day, and from what I've seen the last, you know, this is my 5th year in North Carolina, is that it kind of just stays like this until Halloween is really the time it starts to cool off. So it's hot here through the end of October, and so our work day has gotten shorter. We try to work as much as we can in the morning and try to get out of here by, you know, early afternoon kind of thing, just because it's too hot to be working outside. And so that's our reality here, but it's okay because things have, the number of hours now have definitely gone down after obviously the farm getting built out and also spring planting and all that kind of stuff. So some of you guys had questions about how the farm works, how the nonprofit operates, and I'll give you some information there just so, and I've said this in some other videos, but it's a nonprofit farm. It's privately funded. This is not a publicly funded or government funded project. We do a farm stand, and to raise money. We also have a lot of donors, and we do a lot of fundraising activities. Generally, we do 2 big activities on the farm per year, but they've been canceled because of the pandemic. And so we're trying to get creative with that. We're also looking for some grants and stuff like that, and just the community just supports us. There's a lot of amazing donors. We do what's called a cultivator club, and people donate monthly to fund the farm operations here, and they do get some rewards at the farm stand too. So there's that kind of stuff. I've had a lot of people asking about, you know, starting a nonprofit farm, and I just don't have the experience. I just came on board. This organization has existed for 10 years, and I'm only running a part of it. I'm just the farm manager, and I work with the director. She does more of the, you know, the nonprofit stuff, I should say, the fundraising and all that sort of thing. And it can work in the right situation. There's pros and cons of every situation. It's been really interesting for me so far working in a nonprofit, because I've been working in, you know, for-profit businesses pretty much my whole life, other than being a teacher, which obviously is very different too. So that's sort of the arrangement here, and I just want to share with you guys. I had some questions about it, so just kind of an update video, catch-all kind of thing. I just want to share what's going on, what's coming up on the channel. I'm really excited to share some new cool stuff with you guys, and hope you guys are all staying safe out there. Be well. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you aren't already, and we'll see you in the next one.